Hi there and welcome to this FPLreview.com video guide. This one is really oriented at new users, so it's how can you log into the site, how can you manage your membership, and how do you effectively get started. So the login option is through this Patreon Connect option in the menu bar. And if we scroll down to the bottom of the front page, it describes how you manage your membership effectively through Patreon. So if you wish to sign up to access the premium tools on the site or cancel your subscription, that's through Patreon. I should mention as well, the content relating to the site isn't stored in Patreon. The premium tools are this massive data planner, the massive data model, which is effectively the raw probabilities associated with the planner itself. And you'll just see this small symbol at the menu bar beside the premium tools. So everything that you'll want to access is through the FPLreview.com site itself. So I'm going to assume that you've got your Patreon account set up, that you've managed your membership. You don't actually have to have a premium subscription to log in. Now, there really isn't huge value in logging in without it, but I'll get to that in a moment. So let's go and click Patreon Connect. We'll be brought into this page where we can log into Patreon and we can enter our email. So I've set up a test email account for this. One thing to mention here is if you're using an Apple device or an Apple account, I should say, it's better to type in your email address. Clicking on this Continue with Apple option seems to create an obfuscated email address and can end up creating two accounts, and you'll be left wondering what has happened to your subscription. It's still there, it's just through the email address you registered to Patreon with. So again, I suggest typing it in, and we can type in our password as well. So now this brings up a screen that's basically authenticating between FPL Review and Patreon. So we click allow here, and this allows FPL Review to see your subscription status to the site, and thus unlocking the premium tool set. Equally, if you're a new user, you'll want to go to this user settings page, and the real value here is that you can enter your team ID. You can also enter other default settings. Perhaps that's more so at a later stage once you're more comfortable with the site. Equally, this works for free users, which is the only reason really why you might want to log in as a free user. I guess there's really not much else to it, but yeah, it's handy to have your team ID stored and have it auto-loading rather than having to enter your team ID each time you want to use the tools. So now you're effectively logged in, and if you wish to confirm your access to premium tools, just go to the Massive Data Planner. If you're seeing a page load up with the draft view and the projections for players in the upcoming game weeks, that means you have access and there's no issues. If an error page comes up, then you might have run into issues. I suggest, if that's unexpected, check on Patreon to make sure your subscription is still okay. Equally, feel free to reach out to me on email or through Patreon to look for support.